Yeah. I with the bitch, she throw down on me. I with the bitch and she throw down on me. Yeah. All these boys on the same shit and not me. All them boys in the same boat but not me. All them boys wear the same clothes and not me. I tell a hoe ain't no better than me. You can get a new man, it will never be me. Never be me. Pull up in the coupe what I drive. Friend with the gang, we over choosing with the vibes. Everybody fried, you can see it in the eyes.
What is good with y'all boys, man? We back. Consistent Daiko in the building, you feel me? Now in this video, I'll be teaching y'all how to dribble. This is the last dribble tutorial you will need in this whole entire year. I'll be going through everything. So if you guys got friends that are struggling to learn how to dribble on 24, send them this video. Now, first things first, I want to apologize about my other dribbles tutorial. My hand cam was bugged out and it wasn't registering whenever I would click down on my right stick, but that's not the case anymore. So now let me chill before I talk y'all out the video. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Now, first things first, I know when you booted up 24 for the first time and you went into your animations, you were flooded with a plethora of dribble moves. There's a lot of new things that you guys will learn, so feel free to rewind the video and slow it down on any parts. And on my other dribble tutorial, I responded to every single comment. So if you do have additional questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. Don't be shy. This is no place to be shy because I'm trying to get you right, you know what I'm saying? Now, look, we got dribble styles, signature size ups, regular breakdown combos, aggressive breakdown combos, escape moves, combo moves, your crossovers, your behind the back, your spin, your hezzies, and lastly, your step back. Now, I'm really going to be breaking this down for the dummies because I know not a lot of people can learn quickly, which is completely fine. You know what I'm saying? Now, first, your dribble style controls the way your player bursts out of dribble moves. The best dribble style as of right now is Kyrie Irving. Only builds that are 6'4" and under with a 90 speed with ball can get it. And a close second would be Damian Lillard, which also requires a 90 speed with ball. Now for taller guards, I'm not gonna lie, I tested them. It's not looking too great for y'all as of right now. The smaller guards take the cake with the dribble styles, but the best one in my opinion is either James Harden and Zach LaVine for the taller guards. I've also seen people use Magic Johnson and Gabby Williams. I'll put the requirements on the screen for y'all. Now for signature size ups, there's a lot of animations y'all can use. This is all on your preference. For smaller guards, Steve Francis, Kemba Walker, and Trae Young are good ones. And for taller guards, De'Aaron Fox, Tracy McGrady, James Harden, and Cade Cunningham are good ones as well. I will put the requirements for each one of these signature sizes on the screen right now. Regular breakdown combos. Think of these as the sizes from 2K19. There are a lot of animations to choose from, so pick whatever looks the best to you. Aggressive breakdown combos. Aggressive breakdown combos are another variation of the regular breakdown combos. There are a lot of animations to choose from that are good, so scroll through all the animations and pick the one that appeals to you the most. Now for escape moves, there are multiple good ones. For smaller guards, there is Kyrie Irving, Trae Young, and De'Aaron Fox. And for the taller guards, there is Jimmy Butler and Kemba Walker. Now we got crossover moves, also known as combo moves. These are my favorite additions to the game. There are multiple good ones, but my favorites are Tim Hardaway, De'Aaron Fox, and John Morant. Again, these moves all go towards your playstyle and preference, so pick whatever one suits you and your build's ball handle requirements. Then you got your normal crossovers. There are multiple good animations, so pick whichever ones fit your playstyle. Personally, I like John Wall's, Damian Lillard's, and De'Aaron Fox's normal crossovers. These are all the requirements for them. Then there is your behind the back. This will consist of your behind the back escape and moving behind the back crossovers. My personal favorite is Kyrie Irving's behind the back. The movement behind the back in the package is kind of weak, but the behind the back escape move from his behind the back is beautiful. Other alternatives would be Trae Young and Curry's, and for both of these, you will require a 92 ball handle and for your height to be under 6'5". Now we got spins. I don't really see spins being incorporated in gameplay, so pick whatever one looks cool to y'all. Personally, I use Darius Garland. Pick the one that looks the best to you. Then you got your hesitation. There's a lot of good hesitation animations in the game. My personal favorite is Jamal Murray's, but I know people use James Moon, Kyrie, and John Morant. These are the requirements. And now lastly, you got your step backs. Your step back changes your snatchback and escape animations. Choose whichever looks appealing to your eye. Now the most popular one right now is John Wall's step back, and all you need is an 80 ball handle along with your height being under 6'10". Good alternatives would be Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Now that I've explained and showed every signature animation necessary, let's get into actually doing them. Now make sure before you watch this part of the tutorial, you watch my how to speed boost tutorial because it will help you understand some of the moves in this tutorial better. Now first, we got our signature size up. You flick top left or top right with the right stick for crossovers. So if you have the ball in your left hand, you would flick the right stick top right to perform a crossover. To perform a through the legs, you will have to flick your right stick right or left horizontal depending on the ball hand. So say if you have the ball in your right hand, you would flick left to do a through the legs dribble, and if you had the ball in your left, you would flick right. Now lastly, in your six size up, you will flick the right stick bottom right or bottom left to do it behind the back. So obviously if you have the ball in your right hand, you will flick bottom left to do a behind the back dribble, and you will flick bottom right to do it the other way. Moving on from signature size ups, we got the new regular breakdown combos. All you have to do for these is flick your right stick up, and it will perform a sequence of size up moves, and you can cancel out of the breakdown combo to combo up. Here's an example of it. And moving on from regular breakdown combos, we have another variation called aggressive breakdown combos. And all you have to do is flick your right stick up, but this time you will be holding the turbo button. Now that we've learned about the two versions of the breakdown combos, let's get into the escape moves. With all the escape moves, you need to be holding your turbo button. To do a crossover crab move, all you have to do is hold R2 and you will flick your right stick either top left or top right. This depends on the ball hand. So if the ball is in your left hand, you will flick it top right, and it's going to be the opposite if it was in your right. There's another variant of the crab move where you do the initial crab move and you do it again. So if the ball is in your right hand, you will hold turbo and flick your right stick diagonally up left, and immediately after, whilst holding turbo, you will flick your right stick diagonally up right to get this variation of the crab move. Now this is where it gets complicated, so pay attention. To do a crossover escape, flick your right stick to the non-ball hand diagonally up while holding R2 while flicking your left stick the opposite diagonally up. To do the behind the back escape, flick your right stick to the non-ball hand diagonally down while holding R2 and flicking the left stick opposite diagonally up away. To do an in and out, flick your right stick diagonally up to the ball hand without holding R2. To do the same side hand as the escape, flick your right stick diagonally down towards the ball hand while flicking your left stick diagonally up away from the ball hand. To do an attack crossover, hold R2 and flick your right stick diagonally up left or diagonally up right. This will depend on your ball hand, so watch the hand cam. To do the through the legs escape, hold R2 and flick right or left depending on the ball hand. So if the ball is in your left hand, you will hold turbo and flick the right stick towards your right hand. To do the second version of the through the legs escape, you will do the normal through the legs escape and flick your right stick the other way right after. So if the ball is in your right hand, you will hold turbo and flick your right stick left, and immediately right after, while still holding turbo, you will flick your right stick right to get the variation of the through the legs escape move. Now we're at the crossover combos or combo moves. These are pretty simple. To do the first version of the combo moves, you will flick the right stick from right to left or left to right depending on the ball hand. So if the ball is in your right hand, you will flick the right stick to the left, and immediately right after you will flick it to the right. Make sure to do this motion quick. And to do the second version of the combo moves, you will flick the right stick towards your ball hand and then flick it towards the non-ball hand. So say if the ball is in your right hand, I will flick the right stick towards my right hand, and immediately after I will flick it to my left. Make sure to do this motion quick. You can also cancel out of the second version of the combo moves to sort of make a hezzy type of move. Now to do a moving crossover, all you have to do is run up the court and flick the right stick diagonally up left or diagonally up right depending on the ball hand. So if you have the ball in your right hand, flick it diagonally up left, and it will be the opposite if the ball was in your left hand. Now for your behind the back consists of a behind the back escape, and you're moving behind the back. While running forward, flick the right stick bottom left or bottom right depending on the ball hand. So if the ball is in your right hand, flick the right stick bottom left while holding turbo. And every behind the back has an escape move in it. To do this escape move, you will hold R2 and perform a normal behind the back dribble. So if the ball is in your right hand, hold R2 and flick your right stick bottom left. And it will be the opposite if the ball was in your left hand. The animation will look different depending on what behind the back you have on. And now we are at our step backs. Step backs have two main animations to worry about: the escape and the snatchback. To do the snatchback, you will hold R2 and flick your right stick down. To do the escape, all you have to do is flick your right stick down. And there are also additional step back moves in your package. While running laterally, if you flick the right stick down, you will get another step back move. I don't see this ever being valuable in a game, so you don't really need to master it. Then we got our spins. There are two different versions of the spin. We have the moving ones and the standstill ones. Let's start with the standstill one. To do a standstill one, depending on which hand the ball is in, you will rotate your stick clockwise or counterclockwise. So if the ball is in your right hand, while standing still, you will rotate your right stick clockwise and hold your left stick towards the direction in which you would want to spin towards. In this instance, you would hold it towards the left. And then if the ball is in your left hand while standing still, you will rotate your right stick counterclockwise and hold your left stick towards the direction in which you would want to spin towards. And in this case, it would be towards the right. And now lastly, we got our hesitations. There are two versions, one while you're moving laterally and one when you're standing still. Let's start with the standing still version. All you have to do is hold R2 and flick your right stick towards your ball hand. And for the moving hesitations, there are two versions. While moving laterally, without holding R2, all you have to do is flick your right stick towards the ball hand and it will give you a normal hesitation. Now, for the other version of the moving hesitations, you will hold R2 while moving laterally, and while you do that, you will flick your right stick towards your ball hand. It should give you an explosive hesitation animation. Now, I know that was a whole lot to take in, so feel free to rewind the video to hear my explanations thoroughly and to watch my hand cam. Now that you know how to do every move in the game, let's get into actually comboing up. I'll give y'all about 8 of my combos that I use myself, and I will want y'all to mix it up as well because combos are literally just combining moves together and adding your own creativity. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, we're going to go over this part of the dribble tutorial a little bit quicker, so go ahead and feel free to rewind the video to tune up your understanding of these combos. Remember, dribbling is all about creativity, so make sure to add your own sauce to your combos and look at people you look up to when it comes to dribbling and take some combos from them to make it your own. Now for the first combo, all you have to do is hit a momentum dribble and then do a snatchback. Literally as simple as this: momentum dribble and hold R2 and flick down. Pretty simple. Now second combo, you will do a momentum, same side hezzy escape, and an escape right after. In the previous section of the dribble tutorial, I taught y'all how to do every move one by one, so if you're confused, go ahead and go back to learn. But this is the second combo again. For the third combo, you will do a momentum, hesitation, and then right after, you will do a behind the back dribble. Keep in mind, depending on what sticks you got on, these combos will look different. Add your own sauce to it. For the fourth combo, you will do a momentum, hezzy, snatchback, another momentum, and then a crab speed boost. I'm not the best teacher, so go ahead and rewind and slow it down for me. For the fifth combo, you will do a momentum, first variant of the combo moves, crab, another momentum, and then a crab. I know that these explanations are kind of vague, but that's what combos are. You're literally just combining moves and putting them together. So again, if you're having trouble, make sure to rewind the video and slow it down. For the sixth combo, you will do 2 behind the back escapes followed with a snatchback, crab crossover, and then a momentum, and then you will do a behind the back. For the seventh combo, you will do a regular breakdown combo, then you will cancel it with a hezzy, then you do a momentum, then you do another hezzy, and end the combo off with a snatchback. And lastly, for the eighth combo, you will do a behind the back escape, behind the back, another behind the back escape, with the second variant of the combo moves cancel. Now that will be it. Now, again, if y'all are confused on anything, make sure to rewind the tutorial, slow it down if need be. But this is it right here. I think it's gonna be the last dribble tutorial I'm gonna be posting this year. I know it's pretty early in the year, but I got the dribbling down, and this is really all there is to it. It's not that complicated, you know what I'm saying? I probably post like little short 2 to 3 minute videos on new moves that are discovered, but that's it. Now make sure y'all boys like up the video, sub up if you're new, turn on post notifications, and drop a comment. And of course, like up the video, you know what I'm saying? That helps the channel a lot. Now, I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace out, y'all.
No, it's not enough, it's not enough. When I touch that bag, I nearly doubled up 2 times.